Welcome back, Panda family, to another mukbang. And boy, do we have a story to tell you guys today. But before we get into that story, let's talk about the food that we're going to be eating today. As you can see in front of us, this is a lot of McDonald's food. There was a trend about a month and a half ago where it says that, can you do this particular challenge? I know that you haven't heard about this challenge. I just heard about it today, which is why we're doing it. But this is a tweet. And can you tell everybody what that tweet says?
Somebody offer you 3,500 to finish everything on this tray in 90 minutes. Could or would you do it? 90 minutes?
90 minutes, and that's all the food right there. You got 4 double quarter pounders. You got 2 medium or large fries, I can't tell. And you got 20-piece chicken nugget, and then 4 sodas.
You show them.
So basically, we pretty much got everything. I did make a tweak. Instead of 4 soda, we only went with 2 because, there's no reason to get 4 sodas, really. And, not everything has to be a challenge. This is a mukbang, so we're just going to eat all of this the best we can, have fun, and, enjoy this conversation. Because I'll tell you right now, we're not going to be able to finish all this food with just 2 people. So that is the mukbang that we're doing / challenge. They say, could we do it? No. We won't be able to do all of this. But would we do it? Heck yeah, why not? It's fun. I don't know if you guys can tell from my last video and this video, but my face is a little bit pinker than normal because it got sunburned. I don't know if it sees. Your face still looks normal.
Because I have the hat on that day.
Yeah, you had the hat on that day. But I'll tell you guys right now, I got sunburned all of my shoulders and all of my legs. Let me see. I know you guys aren't here. Oh, there we go. There's that sunburn.
This is my sunburn.
And she got her little sunburn right here around the watch area. But let me tell you guys. I thought we were gonna die just the other day.
Not really die, but like shrouded.
Well, that was my mindset. My mindset went to so many different emotions that day, and I'm about to go into details with you guys. And just share with you guys what I was thinking on this horrific morning / afternoon. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and enjoy our food because after that day we need a little comfort food in life. So oh, that's refreshing. So I actually, let me see, where do I even start?
So which one are we gonna do?
I'm gonna go with the burger. So I actually never had a double quarter pounder from McDonald's before. I usually kind of stay with the Big Mac or some of their cheaper menu. But this double quarter pounder is kind of...
So these 2 are the same and these 2 are the same?
They're all the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look at that, guys. I don't know if you guys ever had a double quarter pounder from McDonald's. But this thing is actually a fairly big, solid burger. Look at that cheese inside. Ketchup. Lots of raw onion. I see a pickle there. 2 slices of cheese. But this is a nice hefty burger. Let's see if it tastes good. I know you don't like onions, so if you want to take off the onions, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
It's good?
Yeah. This, I might switch it up and get this every now and then instead of the Big Mac.
So normally you eat Big Mac?
Mm-hmm. See, here's my thing. I like the Big Mac because it makes you full, but it's too much bread for me. This is a lot of meat. This is the kind of burger I prefer. It's like a very very basic, traditional, like home style cheeseburger, guys. Oh yeah. This is actually pretty good.
The bread is soft.
The bread is really soft.
It's not like hard or...
Question for you.
What?
Sesame seed. Do you like sesame seed bun?
Mhm.
I like it too. Some people hate it.
Why?
They feel like it's not necessary. But to me, I like the texture. Gives it a little crunch and does give it some flavor.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Decoration too. So
Decoration.
like,
Never heard of that before. Let's add sesame seeds to the bun for decoration. That's funny. Wow, that was good. Let me get some of this nugget.
you need any sauces?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Thank you. Question of the day, guys. Serious question. Who has the best fast food fries?
To me,
To you.
Jack in the Box and Chick-fil-A.
Okay, so you like the Jack in the Box. Regular or curly fries?
Both.
Both. I love Jack in the Box curly fries. And Chick-fil-A's waffle fries are really good too. But for some reason, for me, Wendy's is doing a strange job for me. I like Wendy's fries. And I think here's the reason why. Every time I go to Wendy's, it's been consistent for me. I go there, it's you know, a lot of their fries are like nice and straight like this. It's very rare that it's lit like this. So every time I go to Wendy's and get their fries, it's been consistent, good experience for me. So I've been liking Wendy's a lot. But sorry McDonald, it's your fries hasn't been doing it for me recently. But please sponsor us. Let me take about one more bite. Alright, so let me go ahead and start with the storytelling time. So just the other day, me, Han, and 4 other friends decided to go kayaking one morning. When we got there, you know, beautiful morning. Water was calm. Everything looked so nice and beautiful. So we all got into a kayak, and essentially we kind of paired off, you know, 2-2-2, and we went to our destination that we wanted to kayak to, from the place that we started the kayak all the way to the place where we decided to anchor down and stop. It was about I would say a 3-mile distance that we kayak, so kind of far. But the thing is that since the water was so calm and lovely, it only took us about an hour, just barely over an hour, to get to that destination. So we figure, we had like a 3-hour time limit because we were renting kayaks. And what happens is that if you go over the 3-hour time limit, then they start charging you extra for every hour that you go over. We figured, you know what? We made it 3 miles in about an hour. We can chill for a little bit and go back. And, it takes about another hour to go back. So we should be able to make it back within our 3-hour time frame and not get charged and have fun and all that good stuff, right? So that was the plan. We got to the destination. We anchor, ate, chit chat, have fun, and we're like, all right, guys, let's start heading back. And this is where it all went downhill from here. So when we decided to start heading back, once again, we headed back in pairs, right? 2-2-2. And there was a lot of things that upsetted me up until the scary part at the very end. So we're returning back, and we returned back in pairs. And the first thing that was very weird to me, that kind of got me upset, is that for some reason, 2 of the other kayaks, our friends, somehow just passed by us. And so they were way ahead of us, and we were kind of like in the back, far in the back. So that didn't make sense to me, why we were lagging so much behind. I think it's something has something to do with their kayaks. I think their kayaks just happens to have like an extra feature that makes them go faster, whatever. But just a little upset because I wanted to make it back in a timely manner. Number 2, as we were going back, we started hitting heavy waves with lots of wind. And so we're actually struggling just to go forward. You know, going to the place was a breeze, but going back now, we had to use like double, triple the power just to even go forward. So now I'm getting even more frustrated because I have to use a lot of strength. And you know, you're already kind of tired by then.
Yeah.
And so you have to use even more muscle just to help me out. And so that was number 2. Number 3 was that these waves that were slowly getting bigger and higher, they started splashing the water into our kayak. So
Yeah.
now,
We're all wet.
yeah, so now we're getting wet. And not only that, but like, I would say our kayak was like 50% filled with water. So now I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting wet. I'm getting hot. I'm getting tired. And you know what? At this point, I just want to go back. But looking at the way we were moving, there was no way we were going to make it back in the time frame. So now I'm even more frustrated because now I'm just like, oh my God, I have to pay more money because this stupid ocean is making our life difficult. So now financially, I was frustrated. And I know you're getting frustrated too. And then the wind starts getting heavier. Now the wind is pushing us backwards. Like, come on. First we have trouble going forward, and now we're getting wet, and now we're going backwards. Like, that's dumb. And so this is where like I was about to lose it, guys. And we were kind of like frustrated at each other. I was definitely frustrated for sure, because the thing is that it got to the point where there was no way for me to like manpower this through. And if one of us stopped, then our kayak was going backwards. So we couldn't stop. And here was the thing: after trying to paddle and seeing,
Like 1 hour.
yeah, literally we're paddling for like an hour, so it was already, you know, past our time frame. And it got to a point where, you know, I gave up in terms of there was no way we were gonna make it back anytime soon.
And the thunder too.
Guys, what worse is that now thunderclouds started coming. I'm looking forward in the horizon and I see dark clouds, and we were trying to go through that path. And so I was just like, man,
Scary.
yeah, I was like, I'm so scared right now. Like, not only are we stuck in the middle of this large body of water, but now there's a storm coming and we can't move. So luckily we had our, you know, phones with us at that time. So I went ahead real quick, called the kayak shack, and just asked them, hey, curious, do you guys have any like people to come help kayakers that happen to be stranded?
Service?
Rescue service, something like that. And their answer was, unfortunately, we don't. And I was like, okay, thank you for that. After I made that phone call and I looked at you and I was like, I think we're done. We're screwed. Like, they don't have a rescue boat or anything like that. And you rent out kayaks in a large body of water. It's crazy. So now we texted all of our, you know, our other friends, and we just told them, hey guys, because keep in mind, they were already ahead of us, right? So we just assumed that they were going to make it back before us. We kind of told them, hey guys, we're screwed. We need help. Like, seriously, this is not even a joke right now.
But they didn't.
But turns out that they were ahead of us, but they were still kind of struggling as well. So now it turns out you have 6 people total struggling in a large body of water with no rescue, right? So now I'm panicking. And here's the thing about me, guys. One thing about me is that I am one of those guys that kind of have a solution, can think of things when there's a problem, right? I firmly believe that there is a solution for everything within a given boundary. So that's the type of guy that I am. And the thing is that I could not come up with any freaking solution for our given situation. No help. We were stuck. It was about to rain. We were tired, wet. You know, like, I was feeling hopeless, guys. And so, you know what? I say screw it. Instead of trying to paddle forward to the kayak, let's just paddle to the right and get to the nearest body of land that we can. And so that was our strategy at this point. Let's just get on land and, you know, forget it. If it takes us 5 hours to walk back, I'll just pay the money afterwards. Like there was no reason to stay in water anymore. And that didn't even work. The wind was blowing so hard that not only were we going back, but our kayak started turning left and right.
Yeah,
So
I'm scared that I flip over.
yeah, so we couldn't even go in the general direction that we wanted anymore. Like it couldn't even go straight. It started going in circles, and it got so bad that we no longer could even keep the boat straight, guys. Like it was that bad. Like we were outpowered by Mother Nature so bad, and I was scared. I felt hopeless. I was afraid. I was like, "Oh my God, this might be it." Like I'm not even exaggerating, guys. The best.
I'm about to call 911 though.
See, that's the thing. I didn't even think about calling 911 because I just couldn't think. My mind that whole time was trying to figure out what was the best way to survive and get on land. And it started pouring. And guys, let me paint you a picture of what that moment was like. Imagine one of those movies that you probably saw where you have two people in a small boat in the middle of the ocean and it's kind of dark and now it's pouring rain and your whole body is soaked with high waves. That was literally the image that was going on. It was crazy. Like when it started raining, we, wet. Everything was wet. And luckily, there was
Couple boats.
A few boats that just happened to pass by. These are like, I don't know what kind of boats they are. Family-owned boats, small ones that they just happen to drive around the large body of water for fun. I guess that they passed us because they were trying to, go back to the dock since it was about to rain. And thank God that they were in view. The moment I saw them, as well as my other friends,
At first we saw the other boat. They helped our friend, right? Because we saw like that boat stop in front of them. Even though we don't see each other, but it's far away. We only see the life jacket. So we know they are there. So the moment we saw that, and then we saw another boat coming this way, so I just help. I just waved my hand, and then they passed by us, but they U-turn. I said, luckily they U-turn, and then they check out on that. Yeah, so they rescued both of us on the boat. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, guys. That boat came by and we waved so hard. We were like, help, please. Like, it was terrible.
Hopelessness.
And here's the thing. So, since this was a small kind of family boat, there wasn't like a clean way of rescuing us. Literally, they did a really good job of moving their boat right next to our kayak, right? But because it was raining and wind and high wave, our kayak was like literally keep bumping into their boat. That's why it bumped, and then it will go back, and then it bump, it will go back, right? And so what happens is that when it finally bumped, I went ahead and grabbed onto the boat, and I grabbed onto dear life on the edge of that boat, and I would not let go because I didn't want our kayak to be separated anymore. And guys, I had so much water splash into my face, like I was hanging on for dear life. I was like, I'm not letting go. This is our only moment. We're being saved. So once we finally hang onto the boat, you got on, and then eventually I got on. Then we brought the kayak onto the boat, and I never been so relieved in my entire life before, guys. Like, if it wasn't for that boat, a year from now, when I tell this story, we can laugh about it. But at that moment, this was a serious thing. Since I lost hope, I was like, there's no reason to struggle. There might be an easier way out. Let's just jump off. Take off our life jacket, jump off, and call it a day. Thank God that didn't happen. But here's the thing, though. I don't know if you guys have ever been in like a life-death situation before, because that's exactly how it felt like to me. But you learn a lot about yourself in those kind of situations. I don't know if you learned anything about yourself, but I learned quite a bit.
frustrated.
You just got frustrated?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. I guess I was the emotional one in that
I
situation.
just feel frustrated and a little bit like hopelessness. Like, I'm done. I cannot do it anymore.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel hopeless, guys. Like it hits you emotionally when something like that happens. You know, like you fear for your life. It really does hit you emotionally in a very, very different way. But thank God we got saved by a passing boat. If it wasn't for that passing boat, like literally, we would have been stuck in the middle of that water for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And
1 hour.
and let's think about, like, we both got sunburn. Imagine we have been out in a body of water for, like, let's say another 5 hours just trying to kayak our way in. We will be burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our weekend. And you know, at that time,
Memorial Day.
yeah, at that time, crazy. But now that we survived, we have an amazing story to tell people in the future now. That, hey, have you ever been stuck in the middle of water, feeling hopeless? We have.
Make sure you have the phone. Luckily, the Apple Watch is help a lot.
Yeah.
So I can call people by my Apple Watch.
Yeah, thank God we have some waterproof devices to make some phone calls.
Yeah.
Would you do it again?
Oh, what?
Would you go kayaking in a big body of water like that again?
No.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't either.
Now our body is still sore. We like old people.
Guys, we were so sore after that day. We literally did not stop paddling for over an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I told you, in the very beginning, the wave was already hitting so hard that if you stopped paddling, you wouldn't go forward. I was paddling like there was no tomorrow for over an hour straight.
We are on the water like more than 4 hours.
Total from start to finish, we were on the water for a while.
If they don't rescue us, it's like forever.
I'm gonna eat.
Almost 5 hours.
I'm gonna eat this one, but without the bread. I'm gonna cut back on some of the carbs. So basically, I'm just eating the meat.
Protein only?
Yeah. For those of you that are like on a low carb diet or whatever, try doing this. Just take off the bread, or you know what I do sometimes is I just eat one part of the bread, like this, instead of 2 parts.
Eat the bottom one.
Eat the bottom. I'm done with the bread, so I'm just gonna eat like this. You know, for me, after doing that, the next time I try to do something adventurous again, I'm gonna start thinking of possible ways to be rescued in case of emergency. Because, you know, who would ever thought that you go kayaking in a large body of water and then a random storm came out of nowhere and hit us, and then you'll be stuck?
Mm-hmm.
Who would have ever thought about that? Clearly not me.
But it's crazy though. The moment we get on the boat, he drove fast, and then like in 5 minutes later, sun out again. No more rain. Oh my god! I said, oh my gosh, the weather.
We'll live to tell the tale. Hopefully you guys enjoy this mukbang, guys. If you guys do, once again, so go ahead, subscribe, support, leave a comment, thumbs up, all that good stuff. I'll be honest, after that kayak trip, I couldn't wait to do a mukbang, tell the story. I couldn't wait to do this mukbang. But man, we got a lot of food left over. Yeah, we can't do challenge, guys. I want to just for fun, knowing that I will probably never accomplish any of it. But you know, it's not about winning. It's about the experience during the process. All of this food right here, this will be our lunch for tomorrow. But you have anything to say? No? You're happy that we're still alive?
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we're gonna stop it right here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this 2 patty. This will be our lunch for tomorrow. We will see you guys on the next mukbang. Bye guys.